Hi my beauties, welcome back. Today is going to be another chit chat video. The topic is going to be bullying, and this is something that just it's deep down in my soul. I don't understand bullying. I don't get why people do it, and I just wanted to kind of tell you my opinions, I guess, and just what I'm thinking in general. This might be a long video, it might be a pausey video, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I'm just gonna talk. So, the reason it was brought up into my mind, it's always in the back of my mind, you know, when I see YouTube comments or even Facebook posts, but in our community, in our town here, we had a high school student who was being bullied and decided that the only way out was to commit suicide. And that, the thought of somebody thinking that the only way they can get away from the person that's torturing them or making their life a living hell is to die. The thought of that is just heart-wrenching, because no one ever should feel like that. No one ever should feel like their life is worthless or their existence is, what's the word I'm looking for? Their existence is, that it doesn't matter, and that it wouldn't matter if they died because somebody made them feel like that. That no one ever should have to feel like that, ever, 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 ever. And this boy did, and that is, it's not right. It's not good. It's not right. It should have never happened. And so, today I'm going to talk because we need to do something about that. We need to stand up, and if we see bullying happening, if you see somebody being bullied, whether it's on Facebook, on YouTube, on any of the social medias, or online at all, or in person, if you see somebody being bullied, stand up for them, because you might be the only person that does. Stand up to that bully, or defend them, help them, because like I said, you might be the only person that does. A lot of people will just walk away from it and say, oh, it's not my problem, don't want to get involved. But if you don't get involved and it gets to that point, then I'm like a little lost of words. If you do get involved, you could save somebody's life. And I wish that the people that he did go to get help would have gotten involved, because then he would still be here. But they didn't. They didn't get involved. They just blew it off, and he didn't feel safe. And so if you see somebody being bullied, or if you see somebody bullying somebody else, and if you know them, even if you don't know them, but if you do know them, tell them back off. If they're one of your friends and they're bullying somebody, no, don't stand up for him just because you're your friend. Don't stand for that. You need to tell them to stop. And if you are bullying yourself, if you are being the bully, stop. Because you are torturing somebody else and making their life a living hell. And it's not right. There's no reason for it. And bullying needs to stop. Because no one should have to feel like their life is worthless. Because it's not a good feeling. It's not. And you wouldn't want to feel like that. So why would you make somebody else feel like that? That's something I just don't comprehend, is why someone would make other people feel worthless or like crap just because they can. You know, whether it's because they got bullied before, so they're doing the bullying now. If that's the case, you should know how it feels, and it shouldn't happen. You should know how it feels to be bullied, and you shouldn't want that for somebody else. Or if something's going on in your life, talk to somebody else about it. Don't hurt somebody else's feelings or physically hurt them because your life's not going good. If your life's not going good, talk to somebody about it. Don't hurt other people in the process. And don't make fun of people for something that they can't control. That's another thing that just boggles my mind, is if somebody is bigger than you, or if somebody is mentally slower than you or physically different than you, don't make fun of them for it. They can't control that. That is not, they're not doing it on purpose. And even if they were doing it on purpose, it doesn't matter. It does not fit in your life any, so don't tease them over it. I've seen people get teased because they wear glasses, or they get teased because they're in a wheelchair, or they are overweight, or they have blue eyes. I don't know. People will find a reason to put somebody down, and it shouldn't be happening. We all should be finding the good aspects of people. Instead of tearing people down, we need to be lifting them up and telling them how awesome they are, and how much they are loved, and how beautiful or handsome they are, instead of saying, oh, you're different than I am, so you're not worth it. And that's not right. We need to be lifting people up, is basically what I'm trying to get at. We need to stand up to bullies, and we need to get the authorities to help stand up to bullies. A lot of, schools or the police will say, we're against bullying, put a stop to bullying, but they don't do anything. They just turn their head and they don't act upon that. And we need to raise awareness to this and get people thinking and get people doing things to stop bullying. Because if the authorities, who we consider authorities, won't do anything, then we need to. We need to step up and say, okay, they're not doing anything, now it's our turn. And we need to go out and, I don't know if it's, whether it's, doing a campaign or doing a protest, or I don't know, just something needs to be done. Because there's way too many kids, and it's kids usually that are the victims of this, and there's way too many young ones who are being bullied, and they don't think that they are worth it, and they end up dying. People are dying because of this, and it just needs to stop. And a lot of the social, like the media will put an emphasis on the bullies instead of putting an emphasis on the victims. And that needs to stop too, because why give somebody who's doing something wrong more publicity or more attention instead of giving the person who was the victim, who went through it, the love and attention and stuff like that. We need to stop glamorizing the people who are doing wrong, and we need to start talking more about the victims that are in these tragedies. What were they feeling? What was going through their heads? And not, oh, they were being bullied because of of this, and this person, was saying all these things, sending all these messages. No, it don't matter what the bully was doing. It matters how the person got to where they are, the victim. And, glamorizing videos and articles and people like that Nicole Arbor. That's a bully. She's trying to be funny, and I'm not. She might be a good person, but she did that video. You all, I don't know if you all know where it is. I'm not gonna link it. I'm not gonna even, show anything. She made a video. Actually, she made a couple of videos. Actually, there's a couple of videos on her channel that are just mean. It's not funny. She was trying to be funny, and she thought it was funny. She thought it was comedic, but it wasn't. That is a form of bullying, and that, because of what she did, that was glamorized. That was, put out in the public, and she got BuzzFeed articles about herself. She got all these things because either people thought it was funny, or they were outraged and insulted. And so either way, she got her attention. And that's what she wanted. She wanted the attention. She wanted people to be talking about her video, linking it so other people watched it, and that's what she wanted. That's what she got. And she's a bully, and so we made her into this now cool thing, and that's not right. She made fun of a certain group of people. That's being a bully. That is cyberbullying somebody else. Whether it's one person or it's a group of people that are in a general group, that's still bullying. That's still making fun of somebody because you think that they're different and you don't agree with them, or you don't agree with their lifestyle, you don't agree with how they look. That's still bullying. And on Facebook, they'll have different pictures, and I admit I saw one today and I giggled at it, and then I stopped and thought, I was like, that's actually not that nice. And in my head, I realized that was bullying. That one picture on Facebook, everyone thought it was funny, and I even laughed at it, but that is a form of bullying somebody. Whether it's directly to them or they're being talked about, that's still a form of bullying. And so that needs to stop, because you're just making it seem like it's cool. And like I said, I laughed at that photo, but then I realized that's not funny, really, and that's not good that I laughed at that, because that was making fun of somebody else, and they weren't there to defend themselves, for one, and two, it was making fun of them, and that's not right. So even just those innocent pictures that you think are funny on Facebook, they're not funny, and it's making fun of somebody, and whether you know them or not, that still hurts. So we just need to watch what we post, watch what we comment, and how we comment. Because I see a lot of comments here on YouTube, and people are supposed to be nice to each other and all that, but here on YouTube, there's so many mean comments on other people's videos. I've just on one particular video, I saw somebody call somebody else stupid. I saw somebody else tell them to burn in hell. I saw somebody say, go kill yourself. And somebody else, they called them a land whale because they were overweight. All four of those were in the same video. All four of those comments were in the same one video. I saw those comments, those kinds of comments. And it was the whole page was nothing but insults. about the person in the video and their content. And that's cyberbullying. And they were even arguing with each other in the comments. Like, they were arguing over a comment. So there's like the one comment, and then there's like 67 replies that are making fun of them because they replied that one. They said something that other people didn't agree with, so they were wrong, and they made fun of them, called them names, told them, go die in a hole and all that. That needs to stop. You guys, everybody, just not just a certain group, but we all need to watch what we say to other people, because we might think it's harmless and it's just one little comment, but there's a lot of people who take those kinds of comments to heart. They could have a million, comments, or just in general, like in physical, you're beautiful. If I tell somebody that I'm looking at, I'm talking to in person, you're beautiful, they could have a million of those, you're beautiful, and then the one person who says you're ugly. And that one person has now gotten into their heart and into their mind. And that one person has made the difference. And we just, as a society, need to watch what we say to other people. Whether it be in anger or not, or, through internet or through physical contact, face to face. We need to watch what we say and how we say it, because, like I said, that one negative comment could be the deciding factor for somebody's life. And you could get a million nice things said about you, but that one comment could get deep into your mind and deep into your heart and soul, and it could destroy somebody. And so we just, as a society, need to stop. We need to stop being so mean to each other. And instead of tearing each other down, we need to be joining together and rising people up, making them feel good about themselves. Make you, even, it's not just person to person either. It's internal. You need to start saying, I'm worth it. I am worth it. I am beautiful. I am an important person. People love me. I love myself. And I'm going to kick this day in the butt, and this is going to be a good day. Positive thoughts, positive self-thoughts are the start to this whole thing. And it starts with you. It starts with one person. It starts with you. Feel good about yourself, and then also make others feel good about themselves. So, yeah, before I get too emotional and all that, just be nice to people. This bullying needs to stop, and we need to do something about it. And if the authorities, higher up powers, whatever, in your town won't do anything, in my town, if the authorities will not do anything, we need to do something as a society, as people. We need to come together and end this, because there's just been way too many deaths. There's way too many deaths, and there's way too many people not feeling good about themselves and thinking really bad thoughts. And nobody ever should have to go through that. No family should have to go through the death of a loved one because somebody else was mean to them. Somebody else said something to them that made them feel that they needed to do something about it. So we need to rise up as a society, as not just in our little communities, just in general, and all of us need to come together and stop this, because it's gone too far. It's gone too far. It's gone on too long, and it just needs to stop now, and it can stop with us. It just needs to stop. And we can be those people who stop it. So that is the end of my video. like I said, if you are getting bullied, or if you see somebody getting bullied, talk to somebody, stop it, stop the bullying, let them know that if you see somebody getting bullied and they are, sad, or if you just see somebody in the corner, like if they don't think that they have any friends, or if they're new or different than you in any way, if you see somebody sitting in the corner, like at school, in the corner, like of the lockers, and they're by themselves, or they're eating lunch alone, go up to them and talk to them. Say hi. You might be the only person that does that. And that one person, you could be that one person that changes their mind from really bad thoughts to, oh hey, somebody's actually paying attention to me and somebody's actually caring about me. You could be that one person that saves a life. So be nice to people, make new friends, make other people feel important too. Make yourself feel important, make other people feel important. And just, like I said, if you see somebody who's alone, walk up to them and say hi. That could be just the start of something. That could be the start of somebody turning their life around and going from, I want to kill myself, to, hey, I'm loved. And that could just be the start of something. That could be the start of ending this horrible thing that's happening in our society. And it starts with one person, one comment, one word, just one. Starts with one person. So that's the end of my video. Leave a comment below on, other things that you want to talk about, and, if you guys want to continue the conversation in the comments, make new friends, maybe, have them, talk to other people, talk to others, we can talk to each other and become our own little family, and just be nice. And yeah, that's about it. Don't forget that you are beautiful just the way you are, and I love you, and you are very, very loved by others. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.